Alright guys, we are back in my garage for another video, and today we are going to be talking about the new Blackvue DR970X Plus dash cam. And that plus is very important because this is an improved version of the original DR970X. I've been running that dash cam for about the last year or so, and upgrading to the new plus version has definitely been a noticeable improvement. So we're going to go ahead and unbox the dash cam, take a look at how it installs, as well as go over some driving footage to see the improvements over the previous DR970X. And also keep in mind as we're going through this that I am a Blackvue affiliate, so I will have my link in the video description. If you use my coupon code KERN417, it takes 10% off anything you purchase on the site, so that includes dash cams, accessories, basically anything you can find in the shop. And that is a great way to support the channel as well, so we can make more videos like this in the future. But let's go ahead and take a look at this new dash cam, and hopefully you guys find this video useful. Now, as always, for everybody that's new to the channel, I create these videos to help keep you updated on the latest developments in our community, as well as discuss technical topics so that we have a better understanding of how our engines work. So if you're interested in more videos like that, be sure to subscribe because there will be a lot more coming out in the future. Alright, so here we have the new Blackvue dash cam, and like I said, this is the 970X Plus. So this is the new upgrade from the old 970 dash cam. And let's go ahead and see what's inside. Now, as you can see, I got the box unit, so it has the box that you can mount somewhere remotely, like in your glove box, your trunk, under your seat. And then it has the two dash cams that you can mount in the front and rear of the vehicle. So this should make it a nice, sleek install. I'm actually becoming a bigger and bigger fan of this form factor. Originally, I wasn't really sure, but using it with just this small dash cam that you can basically hide behind your rear view mirror makes it almost something that you can forget you even have. So it's out of your way, working when you need it, and it's there when you need it in case the worst were to happen, but it's not something that's actually obstructing your view or something most people would even notice. But yeah, it's otherwise pretty familiar with what you're used to. It almost looks like two rear cams, but this bigger one goes on the front and the smaller one goes on the rear. And then we've got the box with all the different connections on the back, and then it's got this security key to actually unlock this. And then of course, if you lift this up, you'll see your manual. So that tells you exactly how to install it and plug everything in. And then underneath here, this is all of your wiring. So if you guys have had a Blackvue dash cam before, you already know how this works. But yeah, all of your cables for your GPS sensor, which this is external now because of the new smaller cameras. You've got wires to plug your cameras into the box unit. You've got your cigarette lighter plug, so you can use that if you're using your cigarette lighter, or if you're using like the battery pack like I am, then it plugs in with this. Or you can get the hardwire cable that you can plug directly into your fuse box if you're not using a backup battery. And then a bunch of trim tools. You've got the little keys for your security cover on your box unit, SD card, see Velcro. Yeah, you guys know how this works. Everything you need to install it. So we're gonna go ahead and install this on my car that has the old DR970X and try to get some footage, and let's see if we can compare before and after and see if this is worth the upgrade. All right, so really quick, here's how it looks installed. So I've got my old 970X, and then this is the new 970X Plus. And again, with the box unit, I'm really a big fan of like this small form factor because I can literally mount it behind my mirror, completely out of sight. And then this is kind of like the old form factor, so much bigger. You know, so whichever you prefer. Some people like the bigger one. The smaller one I think will be awesome just because it's a lot cleaner of an install and not as noticeable. And then here's the setup in the trunk. I'll clean up all of this wiring and stuff, but for now I just moved the battery to the rear and Velcroed it down to the floor. And then I put the box up here and Velcroed it down here in this little subfloor that goes underneath the fake panel. And then I tapped into the fuse box, so that's where my power is for the battery pack, and that's where my ground is. So pretty simple setup. All right, guys, so we have been driving with the new 970X Plus dash cam for a little while now, and I can definitely say it's a welcome improvement over my former 970X. I think the biggest change that they made is they upgraded to the Starvis 2 image sensor. And unfortunately, they're one of the last ones out of the big dash cam companies to upgrade, but it is a welcome upgrade. It's something that they've been needing for a long time. It gives them better image quality, more light. They actually have a bigger lens as well, so overall, the image quality is just much better. You can see now in comparison, the 970X recording is pretty dark, while the 970X Plus is much brighter. It has more contrast and just pulls out a lot more detail. So very happy to see them make that change. The other thing they did is improve the performance at higher speed. So it has an increased bitrate option. It also has a faster shutter speed, and all of that is to improve how well it can capture images when speeds are really quickly, especially when there's a big speed differential between cars, for example. So you can see in this video, I am in the left lane, but unfortunately it's slowing down like usual. So the right lane is starting to move faster. And even as the cars in the right lane are driving past us, I'm able to get pretty good image quality on both cameras. But the 970X Plus is much more detailed and much clearer to see what that license plate looks like. Here's another example where I'm driving towards traffic on like a 2-lane road. And this is another big scenario where if you're driving, 40 miles an hour and they're driving 40 miles an hour towards you, now there's like an 80-mile-an-hour difference. So it's a really significant difference in speed. And even in this case, the 970X Plus takes a much better image, while the 970X is a little bit muddy and harder to see the details. Now, the 970X Plus still isn't perfect. There are some other scenarios where it was a little bit difficult to read the license plates, and especially in this scenario, since I'm driving towards the sun, the front of the cars that are driving towards me are kind of shadowed and dark. So I think this, again, is just where Blackvue can improve to make better images in the future. Now, there are a couple other features that they added into this dash cam. One, of course, is the new case design. If you don't get the box like I did and you get the standard model, you'll see that the case has been redesigned. So this just kind of helps identify the new 970X Plus models compared to the previous versions. They also added the capability to connect to an extra dash cam. So now you can finally connect two-channel dash cams and virtually create a 4-channel dash cam setup. So it's really cool to see that option. I won't be using it, but for those of you that want the absolute most protection, now you can put the 4K camera in front, another front 4K camera in the rear, and then 2 rear cameras on the side of your car to get full 360-degree protection. So I know some people try to put those kits together with other brands, and now that's an option with Blackvue as well. They also increased the pre-recording for manual event files. So when you trigger an event recording, instead of just a couple seconds, they added even more time in front of that so you can have more data before the event occurred. And especially if you're like me, you see something and you think, oh, that was cool, and you're driving away. And then you realize, oh, I want to save that, or I want to share that with somebody, or that was something important. Now you have a better chance of capturing it on your manual event recording. Now, speaking of which, let's go into the cons. And one big one I didn't realize until I was driving is I can't do that anymore. I used to be able to quickly manually record an event. And now with the new box, for some reason, they don't include the SOS button that helps you manually record it. It's actually a separate item that you have to purchase. So that was kind of disappointing. When I got my 770X box, it was included in there. So that's 3 cameras with the manual recording button, and this one 2-channel camera and no recording button for more money. Of course, the image quality is better, but still, I feel like that was a miss on Blackvue's end. It definitely should come with that button if that's going to be the only way that you can trigger a manual recording. The other thing, again, is it still doesn't have a 3-channel option. So with my 770X, it's a lower quality dash cam. I have a 3-channel option. With the higher quality flagship option, the max you can get is 2 channels. Again, I don't know why. This is something I've seen people complaining about for several years now, and I feel like they're deliberately doing it. Some people are saying with the increased camera quality, it makes the file sizes too big, or it uses up your storage space too quickly. Now we have the capability to add double the space for our micro SD card storage. So there's really no reason why we shouldn't be able to add a 3-channel option for the flagship series. Also, the rear is still only 1080p, so there's no 4K rear recording or even 2K. For whatever reason, that's still stuck at 1080p. Again, I hear the same reasons for that as far as file sizes and things like that, but I think most people want the best possible. If you have a 4K front camera, you want a 4K rear camera as well. And I know the rear camera has a smaller size so that it doesn't block like your view through the rear window and stuff like that. But with these new box series cameras, even the 4K front filming is in a small shape. So I don't see why they couldn't use a similar camera in the rear and it wouldn't block that much visibility. Now, this last con is box specific again. You know, I like it because of the smaller form factor, but it also requires you to choose between GPS or LTE connectivity. So you can't have cloud connectivity with the GPS connector because they both plug into the same slot on the box unit. So there aren't 2 different slots for both of them. You have to pick one or the other. Now I stick with the GPS because it comes with the kit, and I think without GPS it kind of makes the LTE module a little bit useless. You won't be able to tell your speed, you won't be able to tell where your car is, you won't have any of those features that are associated with the cloud connectivity. The only thing that you can really do is download videos remotely. So for me, I feel like the GPS is more important so that I can see my speed and have other details, you know, when I look at my recordings. But yeah, overall, still very happy with the upgrade. I think the main thing that most of us are focused on is good image quality that you can use in case the worst can happen. And the 970X Plus definitely does push that in the right direction. Hopefully we can see more improvements in the future to continue making Blackvue a good competitor in the market. But yeah, again, check out the link down in the description. I will have my discount code to get you 10% off of any dash cam or accessory, basically anything you purchase on Blackvue's website. And it is my affiliate code, so it does help support the channel as well. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope this helps. And if you have any other questions or comments, leave them down below.